Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're gonna go ahead and install a white pipe on the QX70. And the reason we're actually doing this is because I'm having a bad sound, like a rattle sound coming from the exhaust. I already went under there, checked it out, and when I would hit the white pipe, it'll kind of make a noise. So I wonder if something is in there or the white pipe is just bad. So there's a few like clips that go on the outside. If they get loose over time, they can make a rattle sound. Same thing with the heat shields. So we're gonna go ahead and just remove everything from the white pipe section, check it out, see exactly what's making noise, and then go from there. I mainly hear it when I'm sitting at like idle and I'm surrounded by like walls. It's a lot more noticeable. If I'm just driving normal, I can't really hear it. So it's mainly when I'm just like sitting there at idle. But let's go ahead and check out this white pipe. All right, so here's the white pipe. This is actually from ISR. So it's a pretty good white pipe. These things go for over 270, and I got it, less than half of that. I just need the gaskets, which I already ordered. It's not in the best condition, but it's still usable. As you can see, like the flange right here got a little bit messed up. There's no holes on it, which is the important thing. This doesn't really matter like too much right here. I mean, it does protect it, but this part on the inside didn't get damaged, so it's okay. It's not gonna have any leaks. For the price I got it, I can't really complain. But let's go ahead and go under the FX37 and go ahead and start checking everything out. What we want to do is pretty much check for noise. See if anything is loose. And like right there, you can see this is not really making noise, which is this up here. The primary cats, the top ones. Now if you move further down to the white pipe, hear that? It makes a lot more noise, and I don't know why. Like this is tight, usually these get loose and make noise, but this is for sure making noise right here. And honestly, I feel like it's coming from this section. Hear that? So it's coming from somewhere right there. So that's why I want to remove the white pipe to go ahead and get that checked out. See if there's something in there or something is just damaged, but I honestly cannot see anything. It's just making noise. So let's go ahead and just begin removing this thing. Alright, cool. So I got my light down here. Working on this thing. I'm gonna try to break these loose without using like P blaster. Okay, so I do a little trick where I grab a breaker bar and I use this for my jack. Okay. And, oh shoot. That's perfect. Let's do it again. Right, thank goodness. Let's check this one. There you go. Alright, so best way of removing it is from the front and just pulling these out. There you go, just like that. So this side right here is making noise. It's this right here. What is making noise? I don't know, but it's on this side right here. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but it's something in here. But check out the thickness of this pipe in comparison to this one. Now, what I was gonna do was I was gonna put this ISR white pipe on my 370Z, but after doing a little bit more research, I actually found out that the ISR white pipe is a 3-inch inlet right here, and then those are 2.5, which is the same as the Megan one. So there's really no purpose in swapping it out, same exact thing. So I'd rather just keep this one right here on the FX37. So we're gonna wait tomorrow to get some new gaskets. I order some hardware as well. Once we get that, we can go ahead and install this one right here and see if we can hear a difference, because this was honestly pretty annoying. It was just bothering me that I kept hearing that sound with this white pipe, so I wanted to go ahead and replace it. All right, so I just got all of my hardware delivered. We got the gaskets right here. These are 2.5, should be the same as this one. Yep. Right there. And then I got some bolts. I only needed 2, but I got some extra ones just in case I need them in the future. And we're actually going to be using 2.5-inch gaskets all the way around, because the stock white pipe is about a 2.5-inch. I just tried it on there, and the 2.5-inch fits perfectly right there, as you can see. So that's going to give it proper coverage to ensure there's no leaks, because if we use a 3-inch gasket, it's not really going to cover the stock portion of the mid pipe, and you need to ensure it covers all of it so you don't have any leaks. That's why we're using a 2.5. If I would have had a 3-inch inlet and outlet for the white pipe and the mid pipe, then that would have worked perfectly to use a 3-inch gasket. But then you're going to have a problem like this right here. I kind of used this gasket a long time ago for the 3-inch, and as you can see, it's not covering like everything, and it's going to have a gap right there. So you need to ensure that you use a 2.5 if you're using a stock exhaust. But alright, let's go ahead and throw this in the car. Alright, so I gotta move the car a little bit to the middle. Let's hear how it sounds without the white pipe. Sounds like crap. Alright, so let's go ahead and attack this side first. So I got one gasket right there. Perfect. Another one right here. Push it just like that. I'll put this on there. And I actually wouldn't tighten this side all the way just yet. Just put them on there for now. This way it gives you a little bit of playroom. So when you start putting everything in the back right here, it's a little bit easier, and you can at least push it forward to get the nuts and bolts in there. Just gonna go right there. We're pretty much done. Just got these front ones we gotta tighten up. And the reason that you leave these back ones is because if you tighten these all the way, it's gonna push everything forward, this white pipe right here, and then that mid pipe is gonna be hard to attach. So it's always better to just put the bolt on there so it doesn't come off when you're putting the back section on. But as soon as you start doing the back side, you're able to get those in by hand, and you can easily start tightening everything on. For startup,
so when I turned the car on, I noticed that it was kind of like leaking from right here quite a bit. So what I did is I went ahead and sanded it down, because right here you can see that the previous owner like scratched it up quite a bit, so it unflattened this end right here, and it made like a, how you can say, an outline right here that was causing it not to sit properly. So what I did is I sanded it down to make it smooth, and then I moved the gasket up a little bit, that way there's no issues with it like clearing and stuff. So we should be good now. We're gonna go ahead and turn it on again. Exhaust gets pretty hot pretty fast, so just check it for leaks really quick, and then once you do that, turn it off. If it leaks, fix it, that way the exhaust is not like super hot.
Alright guys, so far no more issues, everything is going great. Now that I installed the white pipe, I'm not hearing any more rattling sounds coming from the exhaust, and I suspected it was a white pipe. Checked it out, and for sure it was. So now I have the car in drive, you can't hear anything. Let me put the emergency brake on. Let's go outside. Still can't hear anything. So what I think was happening was, under load it was causing the exhaust to rattle. Not sure why, but when it has load, I guess it puts a lot more tension on the rest of the parts of the car. So when that would happen, and when I was like at a drive-through, for example, it was a little bit more noticeable. I could hear the rattle, and it was kind of bothering me because it was hard for me to kind of, you know, talk to the other person because of all the walls and stuff that are around. When you're like ordering food or when you're next to a wall, the sound amplifies itself because of the surroundings, right? So I would hear it a lot more. It was pretty annoying, and I'm pretty sure that people around me would actually hear it as well, because it was just rattling pretty bad. I wish I would have recorded the sound for you guys before, but honestly, just think of a rattle sound. Like, it was constantly just making the rattle sound. To resolve the issue on this FX37 QX70, so far I honestly love this car. Have a few more things coming to this car. I'll order something for the back that's going to be coming real soon, and I plan on doing a few more things like a chrome delete, and most likely painting the wheels as well. Alright guys, so I had no issues with this install whatsoever. The white pipe bolted on perfectly. I didn't have any issues where like it wasn't mounting up. The flex pipes help out a lot to position it where it needs to go. So honestly, super easy install, no issues whatsoever. So if you guys are interested in purchasing something like this, it'll work for your FX37. I'm not sure if the V8 is the same when it comes to the white pipe, because I know that for my M45 the white pipe was a lot different from like an M35, for example. The white pipe actually curved like up and down, as where the M35 is a straight white pipe that is interchangeable between like the 350Z, stuff like that. Same thing for this platform as well, for the FX37 QX70 with the 3.7. The white pipes are interchangeable. This white pipe was actually from a 370Z, so that's pretty cool. Those of you that want to go ahead and purchase one, they're interchangeable from each car. And there's other white pipes available as well, not just ISR. ISR is actually one of the ones that are on the more of the expensive side. You have Megan white pipe, which is actually relatively cheap in comparison to the other ones, and it's also a good quality white pipe. Megan, I've always I actually have a Megan white pipe on my 370Z right now. No issues, no problems, works perfectly fine. I haven't had a problem with that white pipe either, and I've had it for a few years already. So if you guys can find an aftermarket white pipe that's made for like a 370Z, stuff like that, it should work for your platform as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.